Imagine this. The Fed cut rates on Wednesday. The crypto world cheers and Bitcoin kicks off a rally. But then Thursday and Friday, leveraged longs pour in. By Sunday night, one of the largest long liquidation events of 2025 unfolds. Chaos in the derivatives market. And now we are staring down Friday's PCE data, which could either validate the incoming rally or pull the rug right from under it. We called it after the Fed cut. We told you to expect volatility. We said the move up might draw in risky leverage. And that is what happened. Leverage traders piled into longs near the top of the range, but then the market hit resistance turn, and by Sunday night, liquidations were massive, taking out a lot of overextended long bets. Let's break it down. The Fed's cut on Wednesday sparked optimism and bought upside momentum. By Thursday and Friday, traders were loading up on longs. But by Sunday night, the market flipped, one of the biggest long liquidations of the year. Meanwhile, everyone's eyes now turn to Friday's PCE inflation report. That is the Fed's preferred gauge, and it could decide whether this reset becomes a launch pad or another trap. So where are we now? Price did not drop to deep cycle supports. Instead, it held the 111 to 112,000 zone. Resistance is still at 117 to 118,000. That is where longs were punished. On the monthly channel, Bitcoin is still trending upward inside its cycle path toward that potential 400,000 plus target. And the daily RSI has reset down into the mid 50s, showing momentum has cooled but isn't broken. Here's my assessment. Given the reset, I see markets rallying into the PCE print. If volume picks up, the market could continue regardless of the data. And as usual, the market will find a narrative as to why. But Bitcoin is one of the purest supply and demand plays in the entire financial system. That dynamic will ultimately determine whether we rocket, stall, or lose support. This week could be pivotal. Friday's PCE data, see, a softer read fuels the easing narrative. A hotter print pressures the Fed and could weigh on risk. Watch ETF flows. Steady inflows have been the quiet foundation under this cycle. And finally, watch derivatives. Leverage is lighter after Sunday's flush, but another buildup could set up a second squeeze. So here's the story. Last week was all about greed punished, liquidity reset, and smart money defending support. This week is all about the Fed's preferred inflation data and whether Bitcoin can finally flip resistance. Stay tuned because this setup, support at 111, resistance at 118, and PCE on deck could define the next chapter of this cycle. And we will be ready when it plays out. As always, this is not financial advice, for educational purposes only.